All right, the fishing is so good right now in South Louisiana that the inimitable C-Mac is back. We're gonna try and catch some speckled trout today. Hopefully some nice ones. Wish us luck.
That's one of the $15 words there.
Inimitable.
Inimitable.
All right, C-Mac, let's catch 15, 20 fish right here. What do you say? What do you say?
Game.
Tide's picking up, bruh. Come on, doink me. I want to be doinked.
That's a fish. Oh, come on. Yeah, he's a fish.
Get him, C-Mac! Man, you want me to come reel it in for you?
No, I don't know what he is. He's a big old
big trout.
I never felt him get it.
Gotta be foul hooked.
Yeah. I mean, he's a
Yep.
big trout.
Hooked him in the side. That's a good fish, man. Beautiful fish.
Thick as hell.
THICC.
I mean, God, this is a... I mean, that fish is not that long, but I promise
He's super
that fish
fat.
weighs 2 pounds.
Yeah, that's probably an 18 inch, or maybe 17. Turn him sideways. Yep, very fat.
He obviously nosed down on the bait.
You know how frustrating it would be if you could see in the water and see how many fish look at your bait and never hit it?
Yeah.
Try to be crazy.
You know, it would be cooler, though, if you could figure out what that precise trigger was. Whatever it is, right?
That makes them say, okay,
I'm
going to try it.
Or like go from, you know, I fished for 3 hours,
right,
got 2 bites, and then all of a sudden.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And I mean, bass do that too.
Yep, oh yeah.
You know? Everything does it.
I think bass especially do that.
Yeah.
Like bass, like if they're not going to bite,
right,
it doesn't matter. I'm not touching it.
Yes, right behind the boat.
Come on, man. You got another one?
Yeah, another good one too. But he definitely hit it. I mean, I don't know.
Oh, there he, oh, good night.
It, but...
I got thumped. Okay, so now we're maybe dialing in on him. Oh, there he is, C-Mac. All right, we figured him out. Oh, that's a good trout, dude. That's a good trout. Goodness. Oh, no, I lost him. That was a beautiful fish.
This one is going to be a boxer.
There you go. C-Mac caught one for the box. About a 15-incher, I'd say.
Yeah.
So pretty,
so
man.
Thick, man. These fish are so
fat.
The difference between, and look, I'm not talking trash about Grand Isle, because we caught some beautiful fish. The difference between the way these fish feel, and I guess it's got to do with what they're eating.
Of course, yeah, the bait.
The difference in the thickness and the weight that these fish have, as opposed to the fish that you catch in Metairie Bay these days, there's just no
comparison.
No comparison.
Man, I hate losing that fish. That was a beautiful fish. Literally may have been a 3-pounder. That was a very, very nice fish.
The last one wasn't more than 15 feet off that.
Yeah, that's where I caught mine, right about here. Or where I hooked mine. Right, y'all. Right about y'all.
Still throwing that shrimp Creole?
I'm throwing a crab oil Pro's Choice, yeah. What you throwing?
Limbo.
Well, no bite. No bite. Man, I would really like a picture with that fish, with this bait. Don't cry over spilt milk, Todd. Nothing you do about it now, boy.
There he is.
There we go. Got him? Good.
Like another solid fish. Cool.
He didn't come up at all.
Just digging.
Oh, dude, look at that trout. That is a tank, man. That's a beautiful fish. Wow. Wow, C-Mac, that might be a 3. As fat as that fish is, yeah, that might be a 3-pound fish. Oh, I got his...
It's just solid. Oh, it's up there. Man, that was a 19, 20
Yeah, it was a 19, 20-inch fish. And a fish that fat, I'm betting you it's 3 pounds.
3 pounds, I could tell by the way she fell.
Guess I'll go with the old double rig. The old double rig. See what they want.
Come on, man. Last 2 times I brought it through here, I got a fish. Let's go.
Oh, it didn't take long. Nope. First cast with the double rig. I don't think it's a double, though. That wasn't a subtle hit, C-Mac. That was not a subtle hit.
We just had to wake him up a little bit. Go, look at that trout. Look at that trout.
Whew. He almost earned his freedom because he had a hard tug. Oh, he's barely hooked. All right, we got him.
He's probably 17, huh?
Yeah, he's 17. If you don't think that's beautiful, oh, you're just not a fisherman. That is beautiful. Look how spotted. That's just a spectacular fish. Iridescent purple. Just love these things.
Fat as a pig.
We are keeping fish today, but we're not going to keep this one because he's too big. I'm throwing a 1/4 ounce death grip jig head with a limbo slice matrix shad. That's above a 3/8 ounce death grip with a shrimp creole matrix shad. That was my first cast with the double rig.
Did you dye that tail?
No, it was in with red baits. Now we are fishing against the current. The current's running this way. We got a rising tide, but I really love doing that. I love fishing against the current, especially with paddle tail baits, because you know that paddle tail is just shaking in that current, even when the bait's sitting still. Oftentimes, I get a bite with the bait just sitting on the bottom. Oh, you gotta be kidding. In your little zone, C-Mac. Yeah. I mean, a really good hit. Oh, shoot, another one. Come on, I'm not gonna miss you a third time.
You made me tie up a double rig. There's one.
Get him, C-Mac! That was way at the end of your cast.
Way at the end.
There you go.
Sitting there on the bottom, and he bumped it, popped it. Come on, fish. That's a feeler.
There you go. That might be one for the box.
There's one. Yep. Just the slightest little tick, Todd.
Gorgeous.
That might be the last one I keep. What you think?
Yeah, I'd keep him. It doesn't seem like we're gonna catch any small ones. You got a limbo in your pocket?
Yeah.
Here you go, buddy. Thank you.
Man, it's such a fun way to catch them.
Yes, it is.
Fucking love it.
Oh, there he is. C-Mac. 5 feet from the boat. Goodness. That is the bad thing about speckled trout fishing. It'll mess up your boat. Whoo! Lucky to get him. Kept tension on him. I may throw him in the box. What you think?
Yeah.
Dude, look at the back.
I know. Look how thick.
Look how thick that is. That's crazy.
I mean, is it because they're in a current all the time? God dog, I just got smoked. You think it's because they're in the current all the time?
That's a good question, man. I think it's just because they have so much to eat.
Brokers, pogies, freshwater shad.
Yes.
Sometimes they eat bluegill. I mean, they eat everything.
My last 2 trips here, I've definitely seen a ton of river shad.
Yeah.
They kind of look like pogies, but not quite.
You're right.
And you're really generally not going to have true pogies this time of year.
Right. They're small.
In these areas. Yeah.
So I'm going to fish them a little bit this year.
I got gorilla hit on that cast. Of course, it always seems like when you get hit that hard, you don't get the fish. Like,
right.
You know, when it's like this, like obviously some days when they're tattooing it, it's almost like the subtle ticks are the ones that you get.
Sometimes I think that real hard hit is a small fish.
I think it could be that. Sometimes I also think it's a fish swimming up to the bait and just like tail slapping it, kind of like they do with topwaters. That's why sometimes you just foul hook them right in the middle of the body.
Oh, goodness. That's the hardest hit I've had all day.
That's why you didn't get him.
Good gracious, that was just...
That's why he's still swimming.
I mean, that felt like I got hit in the back of the head with a boat paddle. Dong! Get him, bro.
Oh, it might be a foul hooked one. Yep. Feeling really weird. Ooh, he's like, oh, cut off.
Come off, huh?
He come off.
The garfish rolled on him?
Well, a garfish rolled next to him. I don't know if he's trying to hit him or not, just happened to roll near him. Got it? There you go. Get him, C-Mac.
I don't know if he's big. He kind of got down in that current, but he barely ticked it. Ooh, man, he's going to need a little tussle now.
A little tussle, huh?
Yeah, leaning in it pretty hard. Shaking his head real good.
Oh, that's a beautiful fish, man. That's a good trout. That's a real good trout.
Man, you know, the crazy thing is we've caught more like this afternoon than... Yep. There he goes. Now, he was going to go back anyway, but we caught more like that this afternoon than we have 12 or 13 inches.
No, you're exactly right. I think we caught one legitimate throwback. Huh?
Yeah.
One legitimate throwback, that's it. Now, we've thrown a lot back. Mostly because they're too big. I really, really like the way this bend is set up. Just got to dial them in. There's fish somewhere in here.
Tide's rolling now, Jack.
Show is rawhide. There he is.
Oh, how far was it? Oh, right
There he is, brah.
See, I saw a fish splash way the hell over there.
Dude,
that's a nice trout.
That's a nice trout. He's going crazy. This fish, if he gets away, he has earned it. This fish is going crazy. Yeah, he's borderline. See, Mac, what you think? Think we got enough in there? There he is.
Get him, boss. It's two out of the same spot, man.
Another black fish.
And I caught those two right here and they leaped into it.
Just beautiful speckled trout. Not one after another. We're having to work a little bit, but still plenty fast action. Really a perfect amount to keep you entertained. Put a few fish in the boat, put a few fish in the box, and let the big ones go. I think we're gonna keep him. Oh, you dirty. There he is.
Make the video.
Came back. Oh, shoot.
I must be missing the angle or something. I can't get bit. Look at all the bait.
It's the angle of the dangle.
Well, at least you're getting bit. I can't get bit. I don't know what the deal is.
They're right on that ledge, like as soon as it clears it and starts falling. So this is the type of stuff you want to look for if you come do this. You see how this water's boiling? This tide is pushing against this ledge right here. It's causing upwellings that makes this water kind of calm and boil looking. That's like a prime spot. Again, not everyone holds fish, not even close. You have to hit a bunch, but eventually you'll run across some really, really good action. Not always. Sometimes you might just find 3, 4, 5 fish, but a lot of times it's 50. There he is. There he is. Come on, big boy. Come on, big boy.
Yeah, there's a eddy, man. There's like the current is going the other way up into that cut right here. Well, my cork is not moving.
Yeah.
When do you start looking for these fish? In March?
March 1st, yep. It's generally a little early, but caught them that early. I'd say typical is like about March 15th through the fish. What happens is you start getting close to June, there'll be fish in these holes. The problem is as each day passes, you get more and more bites, like the thunk and nothing, you know? And like by June, it's just thunk, thunk. You get nailed every cast, hooking 1 out of 20. Holy, you heard that?
Oh yeah.
Dude, he's close.
Oh yeah. There was one. Okay.
Dude, listen to that. That gator. He's right there.
Mad, man.
Yeah, he's mad. Oh. Freaking T-Rex, man. I feel like I'm in Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park is a good movie. It holds up. There's a fish. I'll talk about Jurassic Park in a minute. That's a good speckled trout. C-Mac and I are making our last stop of the day. Just pulled in here, see what we can catch. And almost immediately, we discovered what we can catch.
Well, we know what Todd can catch.
Big speckled trout. You were hooked well, for sure. Quite well. You're gonna have a sore mouth for a couple days, but that's it. Some of your brethren were not quite as lucky. All right, swim off. There you go.
What color are you throwing now?
Limbo slice, just covered in blood.
Oh. Oh, no.
Oh, there's a fish. Nice.
He was smoked.
Ooh, man. Are you that big? All right,
Nice fish.
let's see. Let's see if he is that big. Yeah, he's that big. Yes, he is.
Hammer.
Another big Plaquemines Paris speckled trout. These fish get in these deep holes because of the bait fish. It gets forced against these ledge walls And they are thick. Look at the back of this fish. Very few spots.
Gorgeous fish, man.
Oh, there he is.
Look at you.
There he is. He doesn't feel quite as big.
God is on fire.
This would be a good one to take home. Actually, he's a lot nicer than I thought he was. But we're done taking fish home. Oh, threw off my tail. Threw off my tail.
Another one?
Yeah. So if I haven't mentioned it yet, this color is Limbo Slice. It's a matrix shad, really super productive bait for fishing deep water. A few years ago, I did a video putting GoPros down in some pretty stained water just to see what colors showed up. And I can't remember if I did exact Limbo Slice or just chartreuse like Lemonhead, but I know it showed up really well in that stained water, surprisingly well. Of course, the dark colors showed up well as well, but this chartreuse definitely did. And that's why I've got a lot of confidence fishing this in low light situations. You figure bottom of a 12 to 15 foot deep hole, it's not a whole lot of light penetration.
And this water's dirty.
Yeah, this water's a little off. I don't know if you can look and see. You can't see my prop.
Don't let dirty water scare you. There's fish in it.
Yeah.
And as we find out in Lake Pontchartrain every spring.
Sure. And you can kind of tell by the color of these fish that what is down below doesn't look like what's up top. These fish are really dark, really pretty. Oh, there he is. There he is. Another gorilla. Just so nice, these fish. If you saw my video out of Venice, well, I gotta be honest, the fish this size, ooh, there's a good fish. Fish this size, or kind of some of the small ones, but real similar experience. Just catching beautiful, beautiful speckled trout. This one's about 18, maybe even 19. I think he's about 18 inches.
Mine's really that big. Let's see.
C-Max got one. We got us a double. Yeah, but I mean, but look at that. That's still a 16-inch fish. It's a beautiful fish. Goodness. Just doesn't get any better.